Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from the final of the Nova Open. This round, we are playing Scramble the Transmissions for our final objective. I am joined by
the Ironman Matt Carey, Midwest Scrub Best podcast.
That's right. During this round, we have Christopher Patrick versus Kristoff Sote. The First Order versus the Resistance, a thematic matchup. I think we need to break down these lists quickly because these guys are hitting on the gas. So everybody at home, it's time for you to choose your champion. Matt, start breaking down these lists.
All right, I'm going to lead off with Kristoff Sote. He's got Ray with Patience, Heroic, Rose Tycho, Finn, Engine Upgrade, and Ray's Millennium Falcon. And another I-5 in the Fireball, you have Jarek Yeager, who is rocking concussion missiles, overtune modulators, and a targeting computer to use those missiles. Then you have Kai Thernali with Elusive, Ion Cannon Turret, Proton Bombs, targeting computer, and engine upgrade. And then Shasazara with Elusive, Dorsal, Thermal, targeting computers, engine upgrade, and then Wilsa Teshlo, which has dorsal turret layers, or L4ER5 astromech, with thermal detonators, targeting computer, and engine upgrade.
Love it. So, on the other side, Christopher Patrick, a list that I'm very familiar with. I ripped it off of him playing it at an earlier event, and have gotten quite a few reps in with it. We have Kylo Ren, Commander Malorus, Scorch, and double FO bombers. You got the two best ones, Dread and Grudge. Kylo Ren's got the instinctive aim. Watch out for that, being able to pop off those concussion missiles. He really likes going to be taking a lot of focus actions rather than the target lock, leaning on that instinctive aim so that you have 2 force plus a focus, and a lot of times it's going to end up being 3 hits. Munitions fail safe for when things go really, really badly.
Yeah.
Commander Malorus, cluster missiles for potential double action shots. I am assuming by how we've seen Kristoff fly these Y-Wings, they've been starting always in that tight clump.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be some prime cluster missile action right there. And then, of course, Scorch adding a die by taking a stress, has Predator, Fanatical, Optics, 2 to 3 hits almost every time. And then Grudge and Dread both have Electro Chaff, and Grudge both have Electro Chaff and Skill Bombardier and Proximity Mines. All right.
It looks like, man, everybody is just jumping into the center. We're going to have it. It's not in the GSP joust zone, but we are jousting.
We are jousting. Scramble the transmission.
Ray might just boost in here because it looks like there will be range or round 1 shots between the Y-Wings and maybe the FOMers. Yeah, there she goes. She's going to boost in. Has engine upgrade, so that turns that into a white boost.
That's right. As soon as you saw that speed come in from Crispy, we'll go Crispy and Kristoff.
Yeah.
You had to use that boost right away.
Yeah.
Marcel suggested that we call this the christening.
The christening.
All right, Chris on Chris action.
Yeah.
Will be good.
Target locking, just because Kylo is a jammer and can jam off target locks.
All right, let's go ahead and get the offense started. First player, Christopher Patrick. Nothing for Kylo. Ray does have range. And hit crit focus.
Add it. Spend 2 force.
4 hits is what it ends up being. 3 hits and a crit.
So just 1 shield, got enough paint to spend focus to deny a decent amount of damage.
So how much was taken there? Sorry, people are coming by and hugging me as they're leaving.
Just 1 shield on Grudge.
Thank you.
Activating with Dread here.
Trying to reach, see if you have range. Not sure Dread does.
Has 2 shots, it looks like, on Y-Wings. But that also means that he's taken 2 shots from Y-Wings. unobstructed. Premature defensive roll there.
Double blanks.
Spend elusive.
2 hits.
Still 2.
So that was going into
purple, I believe. Yeah.
Kai Trinali takes a couple. Guys, we're in the middle of a final, and you're worried about the fact that I paid out the bets of your fake money to the wrong person. For your priorities are twisted. I'm sorry about that. I did make that mistake.
Velvet Buddha.
Hit crit.
I am not wearing my sash today. No, I am not.
Range 3, Shasa going into Dread.
1. Safe.
1 for 1.
Grudge just has a shot on Ray. Yeah. Normally you would consider not shooting at Ray because it would give you a free target lock from Rose.
Yep. Hit crit.
Add a blank. Heroic.
Heroic with 3 dice. Heroic on Ray, so good. That's double focus.
So, nothing.
Spend the blank, get the target lock.
And
still takes 2 on the shields.
Now, do you think Crispy will turn in on Ray as he did in the top 4 match?
That was highly effective. That was highly effective. He has kind of a similar setup, just kind of reversed here, right? It's kind of, honestly, it has echoes of that last game for sure. It could be a quick on it if Ray goes down all the way. If you let the bombers get in close, bad stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think he might divide the chaffs up. One right there, probably about right there. Blocks up the Y-wings, and then if he can boost here and then put one right there in front of Ray, you block up both of them, but you did see how effective it was against Duncan Howard, where he dropped both of them in front of Ray.
Yep, and then as soon as one of those bombers gets in front of Ray, I mean, she's going to be blocked consistently, and that's because you have the obstacle to deal with.
Yep.
Plus any of the chaff that comes out, even if you end up trying to get through that path over there.
Yep. Another benefit of dropping the chaff here-ish is there's potential that you could turn off all the actions like of the Y-wings coming in, so they cannot take the center capture point, which is objectives specifically in Scramble, when you can just get all of these passive mods going about. Passive point collection going about. It really racks up the points.
So I know that this formation of Y-wings is something that has brought Kristoff a lot of focus fire this turn, and he basically will end up kind of doing almost like a flower and circling in on things afterwards with them. But with that chaff coming out, that might end up being the bad stuff.
Got the rogue roll. That is Kristoff. All right, here comes the systems phase. It's gonna get a little hairy. Got Grudge doing the boost.
Oops, that is not the right overlay. And it looks like he's dropping that chaff.
Doing a 3 straight. It's gonna be sitting right in front of Ray.
All right, let's take a look, see what happens here. There's a chaff. So some people are saying 4 straight on Ray. But we still haven't seen the FO bombers maneuver is part of the problem, because you might end up, if you 4 straight, you're just in proxy land potentially.
I would bet that Grudge is going to 3 hard out towards the edge of the board. We'll see where we're going to 3 bank here with the chaff.
All right, 3 bank, chaff and the Y-wings. We have yet to get a scramble action, by the way.
Yeah.
I know this is round 2 right now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be about to be time. Start scrambling.
So
chaff can be 3 banks or 4 straights.
But with Skilled Bombardier.
Or Skilled Bombardier could say 2 banks or 5 straight.
Yep. Looks like they bumped the Farmer.
Those massive wings.
Yeah, they're chunky boys. That and the Whisper that came in the same pack. They're very easy to tiddlywink while you're. All right. Over 2 modulators by Jarek there.
This is in the last 3 games we've seen Kristoff pop that almost always on this turn, on turn 2.
Right.
The initial engagement.
All right, so 2 turning with Kai. Might clear, so we'll still have an action and can pick up that.
I think it's time to scramble.
Yeah.
By the way, before you guys mention it, yes, we know that there is not currently a fuse on the chaff. There it is.
Yeah.
It's back. It's around.
Did not get stress. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you're jammed. There's no token that you could pick up, so you might as well just grab that objective. Oh, doing 2 bank.
Chaff only causes you to miss your perform action step if you land on it.
Yeah, not if you pass through. Oh, hits his own chaff.
He did hit his own.
Roll for stress.
And stresses himself. That's no bueno.
It does break. It breaks the Ray's lock off and prevents Ray from getting a lock onto Grudge in future shots. Here we have Shasa doing what looks like a 3 bank, also over the chaff cloud.
Everybody getting chaffed out here.
Yep.
Judge, just call the judge.
Yeah, at this point.
All right. It's game of millimeters. We're in the final.
Yeah.
If there's a question, just ask.
Dragon Guitar pointing out that actually the Y-Wing could target lock and clear the jam and then get the calculate from the Y-Wing chassis ability, which is actually true. It's very, very, very true. But I do agree with grabbing the objective, but this one could do that. Gets
so
the stress.
Gets the stress, is jammed, so not going to be able to intuitive interface.
Four straight.
All right, marking more stuff out the way. As we wait for them to complete that maneuver, I do want to say thank you to our sponsors for this round. Thank you to Curl Paw Creatives. Remember, they have a 15% off sale this Labor Day weekend off anything, whether it be X-Wing, Legion, Armada, Marvel Crisis Protocol, all kinds of different tokens for almost whatever game you're looking for. So go ahead and take a look at that shop, curlpawcreatives.com or !CPC. Additionally, we want to thank our patrons. You guys are the ones that make this happen. You're the ones that make the travel, the equipment all happen. We're actually going to be doing an upgrade here pretty soon so that we can have 2 touch screens
very nice.
on the travel screen, so that we can keeping stats is a little easier and the telestrator is a little easier.
So Matt looks like less a fool when he starts punching.
That's right.
Touching the screen and nothing's happening.
All right, so we got that 4 forward.
Yeah, Grudge just jumping up in there.
Yeehaw.
That sets up a great prox mine for next round. Right onto Shasa.
Trying to reach for the claim. Seeing if he can get it back.
All right.
Claiming
the.
And there it is, Christopher Patrick flipping that GSP medal token, signifying that he has claimed the center objective.
Now Wilsa gonna 3 bank, which should clear Dread, but
I think it's going to be on top of that.
On it. Yep.
Now you still can't attack while on it. You got to remember one thing. Some people get confused, like, oh, it's an obstacle, you can't shoot on it. The way the obstacle section is written, it specifically calls out asteroids, debris, and gas clouds as not being able to perform, not being able to engage from those obstacles specifically.
So you're good on chaff clouds, spare parts canister drops, and loose cargo drops. We saw another tweak of the Kylo Whisper, as we were saying. Very pointy ships.
All the pointy bits. Stress. Jam. And he's not able to perform actions because he landed on it.
Yep.
Scorch banking in. Four peg Kylo floating above the sky.
Just gonna focus. Jarek most likely gonna 3 bank in. Yeah.
Right underneath our beautiful attack die.
Has those 3 calculates. It could take a target lock.
Somebody asking about the perform action step. If you move through the chaff cloud and you didn't take the stress, you still get your action.
Didn't take.
Go. Hello.
There it goes.
Now it went twice.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing because the chaff cloud used to say that you would lose it if you pass through it, but then
things got a little tweaked.
Yeah. Also, Yasby and Launch Bay Next still have that old text in there, so that adds to the confusion.
Yeah.
Now that they little bit of little problems here because there's the objective, the chaff token, other ships, a little bit of a cluttered state.
One hit.
Jam.
Get stressed.
Man,
all the stress are hitting on this one.
3 for 4, which is that's
well,
unfortunate.
3 for 3 on Kristoff's side.
Yeah.
All right. The one that didn't hit was the one that's no, I guess Crispy's did too.
Yeah. Valorous doing a 2 straight. Probably going to target lock. Because, like you said, got cluster mines and are just sitting in that arc.
So you can, somebody saying, Ollie says, now can't sloop over Valorous. You can.
If she moves first.
If Ray moves first, there's a possibility. Not this turn, though. Yeah, there likely will be a bunch of bombs this next turn.
Yeah.
He's thinking about focus jam.
Yeah. I don't know that you want to jam Jarek because he's got 3 calculates. Jamming Kai for a second time. I guess you could have. It's better than anybody if you wanted to jam Jarek and get rid of one, but he could not reach him.
All the jams. There's 6 jams in the tokens. They've used nearly all of them.
Jarek?
Valorous ability is active here.
Range 2 into Kylo.
There we go. 2 dice, 2 hits. And has to spend the force. 2 out of 3 left. Raise up.
And again, unfortunately, since Ray is sitting on top of the chaff cloud, cannot take locks. Cannot be locked, but hampers the offense because Rose Tycho cannot be triggered.
That's right. Here we go. Target has been acquired, rolled on the table, roll in the box. All right, so unable to lock because he's on top of the chaff, and it says locks cannot be. If you hear, that don't work.
Yep.
So nothing. Very rarely do you end up with 0 results on Ray.
Yep. Kylo range 1 into Kai.
All right, here's Valorous with the cluster missiles, ability for 3 hits. Going into Kai. That's going to be all 3 shields in 2 hull. Then we'll get the bonus attack with cluster missiles.
Oh. Okay.
So Kylo debated using his ability there.
Yeah. Not a lot of people recognize that Kylo's ability works when other people shoot somebody in his bullseye. It's not just when he fires. Cluster missile into Shasa now.
The ability is still active on Valorous. Can change all focus results to hits.
Yeah.
Bonus attack in the Shasa. Doesn't need it. 2 hits and a crit.
Marksmanship. Evade 1.
Takes 2 shields.
Trying to establish whether they have bullseye.
Range 1 to Kai.
Wisely asking a judge to mess up the game state for you instead of doing it yourself.
That's right. Have you ever used one of those old school tape measures? I don't know what the actual name was, but they're like fold out
like
rulers.
wood ones that are hinged.
Right, and then they have, at the end, they have that little metal rod to extend for those little mini, like less than the length of a stick.
Yeah, I've never seen that part. I've just had the hinged ones.
Yeah, so the nice ones, they have hinges, and at the end, in a spot where you couldn't use a whole full stick.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could make a X-Wing version of that, where you can extend slowly in those tight spaces. But anyway.
All right, Kylo probably going to use Predator. Yep, there it is.
And that's going to be a full string if he decides to spend the focus. He's looking at what other shots he's got coming in.
I think you do with
spends it for 3 hits and a crit.
With Kai at 2, she's dead.
Bada boom, range 1. Kai goes down 3-0 to start here in round 2.
So 5s are down, so now we remove that chip and all of her jams.
We got Wilsa up now at initiative 4.
Shooting to the Kylo, trying to get him to spend some force.
So still debating. Decided. Kylo, 2 dice.
Nothing.
Blank and an eyeball.
And Scorch will fire. Gonna try and sink some more damage in the Shasa.
User ability. Range 1.
Ooh.
Rock you.
Oh, he's
Predator.
That works
and
too.
Got away with not spending that focus. That's 4. 1 die. There's no calculates nearby. No. That's 4 damage.
3 hits and a crit.
And elusive misses. What's a crit? That's what we need to know. Direct.
Yeah, it's gone.
Shasa just go kaboom. Or is she at 1? We'll wait.
Nope, grab her.
Shasa is off the board. 6-0. Crispy starting to run away with it.
Yeah, it's already leaning heavily in one direction.
Summer of Crispy.
Yeah, it is the summer of Crispy.
He is coming for you. A new boogeyman confirmed.
All right. Jarrett getting 3 strains because he didn't spend any of his calculates, and then, and I gotta imagine we're gonna see some nasty bombs this turn. Dropping one either on Rey or right in front of Rey, and then Dread has the possibility to bank boost to the right and Skilled Bombardier a bomb onto Wilsa. Everybody's stressed, it looks like. Not quite, but close enough.
All right. Jarek Yeager getting into the fight maybe a little bit too late to make a difference. Also, Crispy is going to end up getting a point at the end. I believe we should be at 7-0.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and confirm with the table.
Yep, 7-1.
We have 7-1. Yeager did claim the top.
That's what he spent his action on. Okay, I was wondering why he didn't have a target lock. I imagine we'll see Kylo turn out and do the same, just shoot concussion missiles out of the rear, and Rey will be able to participate a little bit more, but is also going to be eating a prox mine, and I don't know. Scorch will probably turn in on her, and Malorus can contribute to just lighting up Jarek. It's uphill for Kristoff. Epionic pointing out that Kristoff has only done 2 shields of damage. Yeah, that definitely feels bad.
Sometimes it's just working.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, Kristoff got everything he needed, right?
Yeah.
He was able to get range 1 with a bullseye on a 1 agility ship. Commander Malrus got full string on both of the cluster missiles.
Scorch got full string. Didn't even have to spend focus.
Like, it's...
Ray rolled like blank eyeball, couldn't take a target lock. Everything worked perfect.
We're going to see proximity mines this turn as well, most likely. So player requesting to be able to see where the objective token was relative to Ray, because Ray is hiding it.
Yep. It's a little bit complicated because the chaff cloud is also sitting on top of the objective. So
all righty. Where do we go from here? 40 minutes and change. Let's look at some win conditions for Kristoff. I think Kristoff is going to need to get aggressive and have some shots with that front arc. I think the problem is you have you definitely have a proximity mine coming your way, right?
Indeed.
So you have Grudge about to drop one here. Most likely one's getting dropped here as well.
Yeah. If not, he may bank this way and then skill bombardier the pizza there.
Very true.
FO bomber pizza delivery service.
That's right. Did you see the design for the new GSP shirt?
No, I see it now though. Yeah. Very nice. Yep, here comes the skill bombardier.
Gonna place it right on top of there. All right.
Lord of Britannia, there are not sponsors specifically for X-Wing, but there are sponsors for Gold Squadron podcast. If you want to check down and
it's down in that bottom right-hand corner. But I think what they're referring to is the fact that our friends at Hexiled Gaming have actually helped out Kristoff Patrick to make these events. Otherwise, because he's a college kid.
Yeah, that's fair.
He po.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Isoplane initiative, which has been going around trying to help people be able to get to events, specifically Worlds. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a win here, just like all the other World qualifiers, is a paid travel to Chicago for that World Championship happening at Adepticon.
Yep. So Crispy can play his own way then. No worries at that point. Kristoff returning the favor, dropping his own bombs this time.
You have bombs, I have bombs.
Doing the double thermal with a fancy little double thermal dropper.
So neat little tool, keeps it nice and clean for the thermal detonators.
I don't imagine that much of Crispy's list will be there.
Oh, those bombers are going to move fast now. I think the bigger issue that had happened in this game, we talked about, like, Kristoff had those 3 Y-wings clumped up. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Maybe a spread formation would have been a little bit better.
When I played against this this particular list, I had my ships spread out largely across the bottom of the board, so it was much harder for someone to pinpoint where to drop it. So you couldn't hit more than 2 ships at a time with one.
So did that barrel roll with the FO bomber. So Grudge trying to get away from the thermals, probably still in range of
one
the closer one.
Yeah.
Grudge here with the 2 hard.
Dread probably not gonna can boost, but it's red here, so may not be able to get out.
Yeah, you'd have to
bank boost to the right to get away from both.
You can go to the left. The left will get him out of at least 1.
Yeah. And also not a guaranteed damage. Could just be strain, could be nothing. So hoping for that.
That is a stressful boost. Remember, the white boost only happens during the system phase.
Yep. Doing a 2 hard with the Y-Wing.
Taking the turn. And trying to get in the way of Kylo, maybe set up some bombing runs.
Desert Iceman, yeah. Grudge did drop a bomb, a prox mine, but Dread did not. And then
there's Scorch trying to get in Rey's way.
Epionic, Wilsa's Astro, L4ER5, can calculate to rotate a turret, but also can transfer to calculate token to a friendly ship. I believe it's just in arc.
It's a very soft coordinate-esque ability there.
Sometimes all you need is that little bit of help. Functionally a force, so, and we all know that the force tends to be good.
And we have Yeager bumping here.
Looks like he bumps his own ship, so gonna have to roll for that. Clears probably one of the many strain.
Yep, safe.
But no damage.
Ray's up.
2 bank.
2 bank, hits.
Yep, definitely hitting it.
So they're going to go ahead and just roll Grudge now. For sure, 1 damage. Takes 2. 3 altogether. Shields are down, and that juicy haul is showing down to 6.
Crispy says that he does not want to re-roll any of those with Grudge. I suppose there's an edge case where you could try and shoot for a crit if it's like the last round of a tournament, or last round of a game.
You're reaching there, or if one of your friendly ships accidentally gets hit by a bomb.
Yep. All right, so Rey bumping into Malorus can take that stressful focus action.
Clears one of the stress there. And no engagement phase trigger there. Oh no, sorry, that was Rey choosing not to take a stress. I heard the wrong voice. Rey chose not to take a stress for a focus.
All right, Malorus clearing that stress. Likely.
Checking stats currently, see what action to take with Malorus.
Sounds like Wilson may have taken damage from a prox mine. I'm going to go do a physical check.
He's going to take a lock onto Jarek. Alrighty, so the judges are going to take care of a 1 turn that's going to not make it. Lots of bumping. What'd you go check there, Matt?
Wilsa did get a prox mine dropped on her. They just didn't show it to us. She lost 2 shields.
2 shields. Done. We're not quite in engagement yet. We will find out if Malorus will be activated here.
It's one of the strong parts of that ability is you can choose to not use it until you think that you're like, because if you're not in any arcs, I'm not going to use that ability.
Mm-hmm.
She's
and
going to
red focus for Kylo.
Yep.
Thermal detonator does reach. Not to Scorch,
so,
but it does to Grudge. Takes a strain.
And then Dread. Nothing.
Clean. Does the second one reach?
Does not look like it. It hits Scorch Malorus, and it's damage on Malorus. Oh, Fanatical on Scorch. That's who got hit.
Malorus does activate her ability.
Shooting Kylo with Rey.
3 dice, hit, crit, blank. Probably spend the force.
Adding a blank.
Getting the lock.
Yep, and using Rey's ability.
Hit, crit. Kylo 3 because no green tokens.
Spend a force, just take 1 shield.
Not bad, not bad. Three dice coming in. Kylo in the bullseye, 1 crit and unable to push through the damage there.
Cluster missiles from Malorus. Shooting Jarek, who is still strained.
That's right.
Only rolling 1.
And did she activate the ability? She did for 3.
It's 3 in a Jarek.
Pop, pop, pop. Another cluster missile charge to continue, and now going into Wilsa. Malorus ability for hit, crit, crit, plus marksmanship. It should be shield and 2 crits.
Yeah. Fuel leak. Oh no. And the direct hit. Oh man.
I think he's just died.
Just dead. Wow.
He gone.
Wow. Just big boom there.
The Y-Wings are gone. It is Rey and Jaeger versus the entire First Order.
Kylo range 1 into Jaeger. Nothing.
Single crit.
1. That'll do a crit.
Takes the crit.
Hull breach.
Hull breach. That's a blank crit.
Yeah, a little irrelevant, but at this point, I think Crispy's fine with that.
Yep. A damage is a damage. Scorch has no shot. And neither of the bombers, most likely. We're going to check on Dread. Doesn't have the angle.
No. Yep.
And 2-1 advantage there.
Yep. 2-12. That is quite the lead.
Shout out to Dr. Weston.
Dr. Weston.
For subscribing. Wow.
Oh.
Kristoff, part of that KFC group. Yep. He's on his back heels, everybody. It seems like the First Order is going to take another one.
Yep, looks like Crispy's just on a tear. On a tear.
Let's go back to the table.
Trying to look at some win conditions for Kristoff, and I'm not entirely. He's going to have to.
What you need is Ray to turn on God mode and just start one-shotting ships.
Yeah, just roll all hits and then add your fin, spend that force.
Yep. Because that is one thing we haven't seen in the last game and in this game. Ray hasn't had an opportunity to get the 5. Like that hasn't been a thing yet.
Yeah.
A lot of blanks in the opening rolls. I mean, which you expect them. Like mathematically, they're going to be there, but you need luck.
Yeah.
At this point,
when you get that, like you said, the God roll, where it's just like, I got 5 hits into your ship. Good luck getting out of that.
Grudge going to attempt the boost.
Might fit. He gets it.
Well, looks good.
All right.
Grudge going for the 2 hard. Into the center of the board. Going to start to consolidate shots into Ray and Yeager.
A couple of folks commenting on whether the points change or loadout may change before Worlds. It's a possibility. Yeah, fair enough. But he hasn't just won with just this list. The last Galaxies he won with Scum, I believe.
Yep, he sure did. With a very cool, like a unique Scum list. Yep. You can check it out. Go to GoldSquadronPodcast.com. We have the Galaxies results there. And you know, can I say one thing?
No. Sorry,
I'm going to. This is my stream. I'm going to.
You can say whatever you want.
So, one of my favorite reasons for like, let me restate this. The fact that Christopher Patrick started playing X-Wing online first.
Yeah.
Has been successful in online and in person. Needs to shut up all the haters who say that TTS is not real X-Wing, because they still exist. There might be some in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. Now, whether you might not get as much enjoyment, that's fine.
Yeah.
I understand that. But it is real X-Wing.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to either.
Yep.
Like the precision of TTS is nice. We've seen several times on stream with the squid of arms. You know, you don't have to do that. But like, you miss the community like this, me hanging out right next to you, all these people that are just staring over the shoulders watching this match in real life. Yeah, but yeah, saying it's not real X-Wing, that it doesn't translate, I'm not certain that has that doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
Malorus going to 2 hard into Yeager. May just stressful focus to avoid the Ray shot, but Ray may be going into Kylo. That would be who I'd be going for.
All right, red focus over there. And more marking needed to be done to get some ships moved on the board. Yeager trying to jump over here.
(312) Squadron, Nick, Luke and Wedge are not safe. There is not a single rebel in the cut.
Nope.
Although, just to say this, in day 1, there were only 2 rebels in the entire tournament. So that does make it harder to get your guys in.
It does.
But they specifically suffer to Crispy's list. The chaff clouds really hamper the target locking and offense of that list.
If you want to take a look at what lists were played this weekend, type !list in the chat. You get links to both Day 1A and Day 1B. We ended up with 90-something players over both days of Swiss, something like that.
Yeah, because it was 30-ish on the first day, 60-ish on the second day. Ray doing a sloop, saying, I'm not getting blocked.
And there's a sloop.
Yep.
Trying to create some space here.
Definitely has a shot on Malorus, maybe
Takes
on
a stress. Let's see what can she do here to start catching up.
Gonna boost in. Trying at least. Hard to see with the squid again of arms. Yeah, she'll fit. She had fit.
Got it all day. Range 1. Let's go.
There you go.
All right. Start of engagement. Malorus has both charges wasted already. Or not wasted. Used.
Skillfully utilized.
Yes. Kylo does not have arc on Jaeger. Going to go range 2 at the back arc.
Instinctive aiming a concussion missile, which if hits will flip up a damage on
Sure
onto
will.
Jaeger.
Trail mix. You have the force and the focus if you want it.
Yeah, he could advance optics.
That's risky though.
It is very risky
because Kylo's sitting there.
And Ray's gonna get a target lock on you on this as well. He may just be bold enough.
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
The bold one. 3 hits. Does get the squiggle there. 2 damage, and we start flipping cards.
He can add the fin blank and potentially mitigate. And then spinning.
1 damage.
Yep. But not getting the target lock. Yeah.
Let's expose first.
Yep.
Not sure what it was, but it's not a direct hit on Jaeger.
It's Panic Pilot. Got 2 stress.
And a random on Ray.
Yep. And
all right, let's see. He's looking for the double.
Panic Pilot. Another Panic Pilot.
Double Panic Pilot. Came to that pancake breakfast.
Jarek taking the rain 1 shot into Grudge.
All right, Kristoff firing now.
Just 1.
Only 1 agility there because of the strain on Grudge, so it takes that last shield. Here comes Ray. Not able to get 3 paint.
Spend the lock. Spend the force.
Spend the force for 4.
Ooh, Kylo.
Kylo takes hit, crit. Weapons failure. That's no bueno.
But he's still there.
Still alive though. Hit blank.
Jarek goes down.
Jarek, pop, pop. Let's get some pop pops in the chat. And hold breach. It is face up. It's a fuel leak to boot there at the end. So that's 15 points right now awarded to Christopher Crispy Patrick.
Yep. Two
hits.
Still rolled a vein.
And
get a target
scoops
lock.
up the lock. Raise down to 4.
And then end of round scoring. So Kristoff gets the 2 red tokens and Crispy gets the gold token. So we are now 4-16.
Yep, 4-16 with the objectives there. Crispy starting to run away with it.
It's you know, I think it might be leaning towards him. Just gonna
just a bit.
If I was a betting man, I'd put at least $2 on Crispy.
At least.
Oh.
Well, Crispy has earned a Worlds invite by getting into this top 4. By getting the win here, we'll be getting that paid travel to Worlds, and we'll be battling against the best X-Wing players out there from around the world at Adepticon. Looking forward to it. 3 hits, 2 focuses and a hit there for the road roll.
Systems phase boost with Dread.
This is just to protect it at this point, right?
Yeah, you protect your weak pieces. Well, actually, Dread hasn't lost any damage, so can jump around. Honestly, Kylo is the one that is the weak link at the moment. You want to keep him alive, but you only need to get 4 damage in, or just last 2 rounds. Or he flipped the center objective, so just last 2 rounds until he can get it through objective points.
Yeah, he was reaching for that top one too.
Yeah. Scorch doing a 3 straight, getting into the fray.
3 straight.
Doing it off the side nub so he doesn't have to mess with the objective. You know, tiddlywink it around. Take a focus.
So no, Crispy's going to end up with 18 because I doubt Ray's going to be able to do a scrambled.
Yep.
That hard 2 ends up getting blocked by Grudge, just ends up hitting Malorus or overlapping Malorus.
Yeah, that couldn't fit in there, so not going to move at all. Gives her a solid shot into Grudge.
Malorus with a 3 straight. Remember, Kylo hasn't moved yet. Probably going to hide behind a cloud, I think.
Yeah, Malorus can pick up that objective now. Yep, picked up the objective. Means 3 passive points this round for Crispy. Kylo 1 hearting. Gonna hide behind the rock. Maybe boost. Make him the least appetizing shot because Ray has that
Ray doesn't
shot.
have green tokens, so he already has the 3rd agility.
Yep.
So he can either take the focus to have 3 agility and a focus token, or boost for the 4th die and the force.
Take the evade.
That works too. He does have 1 force.
See, and he one thing he did is like you got Kylo at 1 health with an evade and a force, and then you place this this 4 health bomber sitting right in front of you. Like,
range
hey,
one, like, oh, I'm perfectly appetizing.
you already have a target lock on it. Shoot it, not Kylo, please.
And it looks like he is.
Yep.
Target lock after spending the lock.
Well, there you go.
That's the first 5 hit. 1 blank will do it. There is elusive on Grudge, though.
Yep. Nope.
Spends a focus.
Spend the focus.
Oh, no, he doesn't have focus on that one.
Yep. Spend
Got it.
Yeah, all right.
Lives on 1.
Takes 3.
Joe LFR, ¿qué están jugando? Este juego se llama X-Wing. Es una batalla de Star Wars. 3 hits, 1 blank.
3 hits in a ray. Puts her on 1.
And that is the handshake.
Yeah.
Kristoff Sote goes down, and Christopher Crispy Patrick is your Nova Open champion. Congratulations to him. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.